Welcome back to Flint Creek Transport. My name is Justin. Yes, I am in Illinois. Flew into St. Louis this morning. Drove an hour and a half to Salem, Illinois. I'm checking out some tank trailers. If you remember back, I had ordered a Polar tank trailer. Well, guess what? I'm not Polar, right? Oh no, they're good guys. It's just, I had to cancel the order. It really come down to I couldn't get a final price. The price kept changing and I really couldn't get a solid delivery date. That kept changing. And you know what, with COVID and everything was all screwed up, and I'm like, you know what, the price increases too were pretty significant. I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna scrap it. We're gonna wait. I needed a trailer. I want to keep upgrading my stuff, but when things are so crazy right now, I'm like, to me it didn't really make any sense. So I'm like, I can just be a little patient. I can wait. I can upgrade some of those other trailers later. When things level out in a year or two, I can wait. So today I'm looking at a tank trailer. This is a used tank trailer. It's a 2017 tank trailer, 7,200 gallon. This one's insulated, and I know we don't have any insulated trailers. By the way, this is a non-code trailer. Non-code meaning like we can't haul any coated product or like gasoline. I don't know. I'm not too familiar in the tank world, but kind of get the idea. It's insulated because one of our customers had somewhat, like, we were hauling for them, and then in the last month here, they had opportunity for some insulated work. And I'm like, we kind of need another tank. I could utilize this insulated trailer for multiple things. Like, I could still haul liquid fertilizer. I could still do other things with it. I could still haul road brine in the winter. This gives me all those options. Yeah, it's a little extra weight, but they're not that heavy. I mean, here, I'll go over and show you this trailer. So it's a 2017, right? And basically you have, if you've seen our trailers with the exposed ribs, what they do is they throw insulation in there and then they wrap it with stainless. So, oh, sorry, that's not our trailer, this one. So they wrap it in stainless, so it's not a lot of weight, maybe, I don't know, 1,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds. It's nothing, nothing crazy. This trailer is out here in Illinois. I don't know what exactly it was hauling. They said urea. It could have been a couple different things. It does look like right here, well, it shows oil, and maybe you guys can help me out with this. So it's got, if you see up on the lid, it's got like some black junk on the lid, and I'll show you in a minute more of that stuff, but it's kind of a nasty black, and they're telling me like it could have been hauling some corn oil, stuff like that. I don't know. It looks totally clean inside. I don't think it's gonna, you know, it's spotless inside, so that's not gonna be an issue. It's not like it's coated or looks nasty inside, and the exterior is not bad. You know, it's obviously a 2017. You know, you kind of get what you pay for. It's not a brand new trailer by all means. So I'll do a quick walk around, show you guys this trailer. Here's the VIN tag, built 2017, May of 17. So this had a pump, kind of a goofy setup. And again, you guys might have to help me out here. There's a PTO in the front of this pump, and see the shaft, right, coming out, and then over here is the shaft. And I'm like, did they have that back like a little tractor up to it and run that pump? Because obviously with the truck hooked up, it's going to come back pretty far. Or do they have like a little Honda engine that they slid under? Like, I'm somewhat confused. So maybe you guys can help me out with that. But anyway, it's got a pump, and then their whole system to pump it out too is confusing. Actually, I'll just get right into that, because if you see, typically it would come out the bottom of the trailer, right? But it doesn't come out the bottom of the trailer. This is just, see, it ends here. So it tees off from the pump, and right here it stops. So I don't know if they ran a hose from there to here. That's kind of what it looks like. And then they would suck it out because inside the tank there's a line that runs all the way inside to the back of the trailer. So I don't know, kind of confusing to me. By the way, I already climbed around this trailer and looked all through it and kind of got my opinion on it, right? And it's a solid trailer, stainless steel hangers, frame, and then steel suspension. I mean, it's a pretty legit trailer. It's a solid trailer. No cracks, nothing crazy. It's got the 23,000 pound axles that'll work good for us. It's drum brakes. So show you under here. One of the things that we discussed for them to replace is obviously this hose right here was chafing the airbag. That's not good. That's going to need to be replaced. The other thing is these shocks right here are bad. They're going to have to get replaced. Otherwise, it's pretty decent. The other thing you guys might be noticing already is super singles. Super singles are no good in our fleet. They got to come off. And like I said, this trailer is in Illinois. If you guys have, if anybody has any interest in these wheels and tires, they are Yokohama's 407. I'm not familiar with Yokohama's, but 445 50R 22.5. So 440 50 22.5. They got decent tread left. These are, the back ones are like a 114R Yokohama virgin tires. Same way here, 114. The rest are 114Rs or whatever, but they still got a lot of tread left. I don't have a gauge, tread depth gauge, but I want to get rid of the rims and the tires. Rims and tires, make me an offer. This trailer will probably be here for a few weeks. I'm not sure when this video is coming out, and it might be that we're going to drag this trailer back to our shop because I am going to have to put rims and tires on it anyway. So, but if somebody had interest in these, whether they're in Geneva or whether it's in Illinois, I'd be willing to do a swap. I do want to put 24.5s. I'm thinking 24.5s on this thing just to kind of level it out, because a lot of our trucks have a higher fifth wheel because of the dump trailers and walk-in floors that we have. So they're right up there. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to put 24.5s on it. I don't know. We might not 100% yet. We might have to do a little bit of measuring, but being a straight barrel, I'm not sure how the weight works out. Kind of a little new to us. But we do have options because we have multiple trailers, many trailers with 22.5 and many with 24.5. So just in case we do get something wrong, I could always swap 22 to 24 or 24 to 22. So that's the nice part. Obviously little ding in the bumper here. I don't know if they can touch that up, but like I said, underneath the trailer, the two main things are that hose and the shocks. It's got this hose tray here on the side, front to back. We obviously are going to have to figure out, we're going to have to put a pump on it because our material is going to have to get pumped off. So we're going to have to put a different pump on it, an hydraulic run pump instead of the PTO pump. I'm not sure if we're going to leave it up here or if we're going to put it back further or in the center, but that's something that we're going to have to figure out. And I'll take you guys up here and show you the top of this trailer. Now, speaking of the black gunk, right? It is goofy stuff. And please help me out. If you guys ever hauled this or know, hopefully we can eventually get this off, or I don't know what would get it off, but you can see that it's like, now it's been in the sun, so it's kind of soft. You know, it looks like it would almost peel off, but like some of this stuff here, like this little wire brush, right? And it doesn't really hardly want to take it off. Like it's like glue on there. I don't know what it is. If it's some type of a corn oil or what they were hauling, but inside the tank, it looks pretty solid. I just got to be a little careful here. This tray here at the top, it's kind of cool because it's all sealed off right here, and then it has some drains, and that's what that black hose is that goes right here on the outside of the trailer. So, oh, there go my glasses. So there's a drain right here that goes down to the bottom, so that way it doesn't, you don't have all this nasty, just in case you overflow something, it's not running down, streaking down the side of your trailer. So it keeps it a lot nicer. I'm going to show you guys in the tank, right? And actually, you guys will have a better view than what I have. I might have to watch this as I'm looking at this trailer replay so I can actually see what exactly I have down there. But you can see that line in there, right? So that's pointing to the front of the trailer, and I'll point you to the back. So there you go. But that line that goes from the front to the back doesn't really do me any good. That line from the front to the back, if I leave that in there, it's going to contaminate products. So when we haul, you know, liquid fertilizer, and then we switch to brine, or we're hauling brine and we switch to liquid fertilizer, well, it's going to eventually push back up into that pipe, and then we can never really wash that pipe out because we're not pumping it out of the front. We're going to always unload out the rear. So I have to get them to either cap the pipe, or we're going to cut it out in sections and get rid of it that way. So and cap it in the front. So one way or the other, probably just end up capping it somewhere part way back and sealing it off. That way, just in case down the road we ever, like, I'm still kind of new to the whole tank thing, so just in case we had something where we had to suck it off, I don't know, but then it would be in there. So that's kind of why I'm thinking is cap it off somewhere towards the back of the trailer. But anyway, who knows? Here's the top of the trailer, and it does have some spots. You can see it's got some spots. You don't see it going down the road because it's obviously the top of the trailer, but at some point I'd still like to get that cleaned off. Overall condition of the trailer, it does not look bad. It's a half decent trailer, so no complaints really. One of the things we talked about too is a vent. What concerns me a little bit, this does have a vent. It's a small vent. What concerns me is our other trailers are not vented, and sometimes the guys switch trailers, and what my fear is that a guy that gets used to running a vented trailer never climbs up and opens his hatch, right? And then one day he pulls a trailer that is not vented and he sucks that trailer in. So I think if I make the move and vent one trailer, I'm gonna vent them all. Just, I know it's gonna cost extra money, but it's kind of one of my fears that we would suck a trailer in. And it happens. You know, they're on the phone, whatever, and the next thing you know, it's like it's too late. I don't think we're going to start that yet, but if you can see this one, it's got a bigger, so you could easily put a vent on there, a 3-inch vent. But that's the cool thing with some of these trailers is when they're vented, they can, you know, you can pump product off no problem. You don't got to climb up and open the hatch or whatever, which is a liability. So that's the other thing that you do have to keep in mind is there's liability to have drivers climb up on top of the trailer. So back to the trailer, 2 things down I mentioned underneath. The other thing that is we're gonna fix, I don't think I talked about this, but that is this panel right here somehow got dented, dinged, whatever. And I'm kind of torn. Do I replace it? Don't I? But at the end of the day, I'm thinking, you know what? There's insulation in here, right? And road spray could easily get thrown up in there and make that all crappy. And I don't know. It just turns nasty from there, right? So I'm thinking, you know what? Probably pay the extra money, have this piece replaced, have it all sealed down along the side like it is from factory, and I might pay a little more now, but I'll hopefully pay a lot less in the future, and it'll make the tank last a lot longer as well. The other thing that this tank, when you were looking in that trailer inside it, there's no baffles in this thing. So the baffles, when you go to stop with a full load, so again, 7,200 gallon, a lot of our product is fairly heavy. You know, some of our product is up to a 12-pound product, so 12 pounds per gallon, which take that times 7,200. Well, we're running across state lines with this, primarily, so we're not going to be filling it full. You're going to get a lot of slosh in there, so baffles are going to help prevent that slosh. It's not going to let that whole, you know, 5,000 gallons or 6,000 gallons, whatever you have in there, slosh from front to back. And especially when you are only 3/4 full, you're going to get a lot of slosh. You know, it's going to really push you, and those baffles are going to help stop that. So I'm going to have them install some baffles. And again, we're hauling non-code product. It is non-food grade, so we don't have to worry about that clean of a trailer. Yes, it does need to be washed out, you know, time or two here and there, but baffle, we run baffles right now in all of our other trailers, and it's no problem. So we're going to put baffles in here. Worst case scenario, we could always take them out again, but I think for now we're just going to put baffles in there. And maybe just a minute on this place here. This is where they actually build the propane tanks, right? So they got these little tank trucks here, right? They also have, well, right there's a big one for a semi truck. They build and refurbish tanks here. Pretty crazy. And I think this facility over here, I don't know if that's connected to them or not. You know, I'll be honest guys, I'm not a trailer guru. If this was a walk-in floor, like it'd just be like no problem for me, but this is a little bit different, a little more difficult, so maybe you guys can help me out a little bit. But at first I was like, I should be good being in 2017. And I talked with a mechanic, with Trevor, a little bit, like, hey, should I come out, shouldn't I? He's like, you know what, spend that kind of money. He would highly recommend coming out, laying a set of eyes in the trailer, just checking it out. And I'm glad I did. Definitely gives me a little better idea. I know what I'm talking about. I know the other thing, I know I gotta sleep better at night, because you know how it is, you buy something and you don't know till you get it what it's like. And I know the next 3 weeks or however long it takes till I get back, I'd be like, oof, you know, I have no idea what this trailer looks like. I mean, pictures are only so good. And yeah, so now we know exactly what we're getting into. Also, there's some piping and stuff like that that we can order a while. We can make sure we have everything ready, so that way when this thing does get back, we can get right on it and put it into service as quick as we can. Let me know guys what you think of the trailer. Maybe you'll see one of our trucks rolling down the road with this thing on it. They got some more inventory too, other types of tankers. So if you're interested, how many locations you guys got?
We have 50 service centers.
50 service centers? Wow. So I'm with Alan. Alan kind of gives me the tour of this place and showing us our trailer. Alan, you think we can come up with a deal on this trailer?
Absolutely.
Got to fix a few things. And guys, if you're interested in a trailer, talk to Alan.
Right.
He'll hook you up. So he's saying they got like, what, 52 service centers?
52 service centers, 91 wash facilities.
91 wash facilities, and that's like throughout all U.S.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go, guys.
PSC and Quala Wash.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to see if we can come up with a deal on this trailer and get them working on it, and we can get it back to New York and put it to the test. I might not have gotten a Polar trailer earlier. Now I finally get my Polar trailer. All right, thanks, Alan. Trailer's mine, I should say. Not quite yet, but still got to wire the money. Well, that was easy. Really not bad for the year and everything. I'm happy. Hopefully it treats us well. So that's my ride. Some little Hyundai something that I didn't even have an option. Like, sometimes I like to get like really cool vehicles, but that's my cool car. I'm just gonna walk out here. I got plenty of time because I don't fly till the morning. But they got their axles. This looks like the finish line here. We got new axles sitting there. Got a bunch of new trucks. And check out these trailers. Wowee. I would not want to know the price tag on one of these bad boys, but maybe they're not as bad as what I think they are. All right, I'm gonna hop into my little enjoyable ride here and head back to New York. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please fill me in on some of the questions that I had. If there's some of, you know, if you guys got some knowledge on some of corn oil or whatever, you think some of that was hauled in that trailer. I don't know. Help me out. But thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.